Santy here. Still Halloween season. We are going to talk about trick or treat and then spiders. I have a funny guy dressed up with his pumpkin's head out, a spider web, a spider crown, and an awesome spider pendant necklace to represent that. And I glued my own crystals on there because I seem to always add crystals to everything. Well, anyway, today, trick or treat. Now, trick or treat can be mischief and play. Here's a card. Could be either one. And, you know, that's not always the best if it's somebody playing tricks on somebody that's mean. You know, that's not good. How trick or treat got started was back years ago when with poor people went around and they went to visit the wealthier folks. They received pastries at that time, which they loved, and they probably were quite hungry, and they were called soul cakes. And by getting a soul cake, they were expected by the homeowners to pray for their dead relatives and wish them the best. When these folks went out to get these cakes from homeowners, it was called souling, S-O-U-L-I-N-G. Now, if you want to free yourself of any kind of spiders, we'll talk about spiders too. Peppermint in a spray bottle will free your home of spiders if you don't want spiders in there. And if you dream about a black spider in a dream, peace, tranquility, and good luck is what that means. And you know, I brought in spiders too because kids and everybody are really afraid of them. And there's so much not to be afraid of. They are afraid of almost everything themselves. The spiders have poor eyesight and they don't like the light blue color, but they're attracted to the color green. So those are things to consider. The spider, when you see the spider, and I know what it's meant to be really, is good luck. The creation of the world and the universe. And healing with spider. The American Indians found it to be very healing, and so did the witches, using spider energy. There was no negative associations in the past. The medieval period, seeing a spider on Halloween Eve was the spirit of a dead loved one watching over them, which was a very good thing. That was a very good sign of good luck. The spider web connects far and wide to what it brings, and in the fabric can go all the way into the universe. Connection, weaving life and personal space. And you know, that's working with energy. This is even beyond the physical web itself. Your energy can become the web, and it will go out into space. And it will affect things. And it will go into a very strong, beneficial pattern when you're giving the positive energy to that. And that's helpful for everyone. Black is always associated with darkness and evil, and also black cats. But we'll talk more about other things in a bit. The reason why black is associated is because where there's no light, it's dark. And so, you know, we go dark and light side. And that's why black is that type of a deal. You know, you walk in, some people are afraid of the dark rooms, they're afraid of dark things. And a lot of that is conditioning and how you're brought up and all that type of thing too. Now, when you have a spider card, so she's associated with the high priestess, and that is secret knowledge, balance, and intuition. And there's the spider. I think we've seen the spider before in one of the talks. And the spider has, the secrets are, how does it do all those webs and catch what it needs to eat? I mean, they look so fragile, and they're so fragile, but they're so strong. And this is a good example for all of us as well. We're fragile and strong at the same time. So figure out what your strengths are and use them. Now I'm going to pick some more cards from the different Halloween decks here. And let's see what we have. All right. Okay. Oh, I got Creating Through the Ashes. Creating Through the Ashes, the Skull of Flowers. Now, how do you think we do that? How do we create through ashes? It's the fact that you have burned down the tower, basically, and bad memories of the past, and then you have let them go. But you've learned things from those energies, negative energies, bad memories, and obstacles. And that's how you create out of the ashes, because that is a lesson that we have here on Earth. Let's see what else we have with this. All right. We have Ancestors came up. The love and our legacy of our DNA. And we're talking about ancestors later on this week as well, with the Halloween theme and all about that. And ancestors are part of us. They're across the veil in the spiritual world, and they're also in our DNA. So they definitely need to be recognized, and we are going to recognize them this week. Absolutely. Now I'm going to pick one from the Raven deck, the Crow Raven. And let's see. Oh, we have an illusion. Now, what is the illusion? The illusion is when we're not seeing things for real. We're making stuff up. What we need, what is real, though, is about us. It's not about anybody else. The realness is who you are. You don't look in the mirror, another mirror. There's a lot of mirrors lately that I've been drawing. You don't look in the mirror and go, gee, how come I can't do this like so-and-so? How come I don't look like so-and-so? How come I'm not as thin as so-and-so? Because the so-and-so is not you. It's the so-and-so. The illusion is stop trying to be something else, somebody else. Find out your own creativity and be who you are. All right. Let's pull from this deck and see what we have. I always have some kind of allergy or something I'm fighting here. Ooh, we have the Healer. And we pulled the Witch, which we'll talk about in a bit too. The Witch in the past, and we'll go into that, was the Healer. And I'll tell you all about them in a few minutes. But yes, they were the healer or the shaman before everything got totally twisted and misinterpreted. That's how it started. I'll give you more detail. Okay, now let's pick out of the steampunk deck, and let's see what we have here. We have been talking about trick-or-treats and pumpkins, and part of the trick is the way I look at it is you're not seeing yourself for who you are. That's what you're tricking. You're making, excuse me, an illusion about yourself. That's your trick. You're tricking yourself. Quit tricking yourself. You're not anybody else. You are you. You are like a single snowflake. There, we have things in common and DNA, but we are not like anyone else, period, ever. We are who we are, and we are blessed to be here as who we are. All right, this one says, fly high. Fly high and go for it. There's a dirigible there, balloon like that, and just keep on going, which I talk about all the time, and don't let anything get in your way. Once you know who you are, that gets easier. And then again, oh my gosh, we got the High Priestess again, the intuitive one. And that has to do with, can reflect the owls as well, and Same idea. The owl is known for very intuitiveness and wisdom, and says the high priestess. And we just talked about the owl in the last one. All right. I think I'm going to go for one more, and then that's the end of the trick-or-treat session. But be sure to be with your child, watch them, do some safe things, and dress them in non-demonic costumes. Keep it very positive and fun for them, and if you do go out. All right, and here we go again, security. You need to have security in this world. You protect with the light around you. Put yourself and your children in a bubble, and don't do anything crazy. Just always think of them first to protect them, so there's no harm that comes to them. And think of that, not just Halloween, all the time. Don't be nonchalant about it. Don't be totally worried or a helicopter mom and dad, but do observe and be concerned. All right. God bless you all. I thank you so much for being here. Be buzzed, be spiritual, be healed, be yourself, and be protected and protective. God bless, and amen. See you soon. Bye.